Life of Fred. It was getting near bedtime. Fred flossed and brushed his teeth, changed into his nightclothes, climbed into bed, said his prayers, and fell asleep. The next morning, our hero greeted his 6th birthday with a dawn jog. The vending machine down the hall from his office furnished some chocolate milk. In his imagination, he pictured a slice of birthday cake in one of the machines, but reality dictated otherwise. Fred had a rich and varied life of the mind. From his thoughts of weird envelope shapes last night to his dreams of rose gardens, these moments of reverie provided a sweet background to his everyday existence, and he was going to need it. Heading to his 9 a.m. trig class, he stopped off at the department secretary's office to give her the unopened 56 marriage proposals, the 8 job offers, and the 24 interview requests. Standing there were 503 pounds of military police, 2 men, very tall, with guns and helmets. "Are you Fred Grass?" one of them barked to him. "Goss, rhymes with house," Fred responded from his 3-foot height. "Come with me, boy. Uncle Sam wants to have a word with you." The men each grabbed one of Fred's arms and carried him away. The department secretary, Mrs. Belinda Bright, was aghast. Why were they taking Professor Fred away? She ran down the hall and found Betty, who had known Fred as long as anyone's at Kitten's. "Betty," cried Belinda, "they've taken Fred away, arrested him or something. 2 big army-type men just grabbed him." Belinda showed Betty the card the men had left. Sergeant S. Snow, U.S. Army, Induction Evaders, Investigator. "Induction? Army?" Betty shrieked. "Today is his 6th birthday. We've got a surprise birthday celebration ready for him in his trig class. The pizza, the birthday cake, the sluice, it's all waiting for him, and he's being kidnapped or something. I'll get Alexandra, and we'll find out what's happened." Fred rushed down the hallway, and Belinda Bright headed back to her office to call the Chancellor of Kitten's to tell him what happened. The Chancellor's phone extension number was 3 digits, as was everyone at Kitten's. Fred's was 314. He had selected that because it was easy to remember. Hint, pi. Fred had once remarked to Belinda that the Chancellor's number was easy to remember. "It's 3 consecutive integers that add to 21, he told her. Consecutive numbers are numbers like 8,431, 8,432, 8,433 that come one after the other on the number line. If n is the first number, then n plus 1 is the next number, and n plus 2 is the number after that." Somehow what Fred had said to Belinda had stuck in her head. 3 consecutive numbers that add to 21. Even though she intended to forget the actual phone extension, Belinda grabbed a piece of scratch paper and wrote, "Let n be the first number. Then n plus 1 is the next number. Since they are consecutive, you just add 1. And n plus 2 is the third number. The sum of the 3 numbers equals to 21. So n plus 1 plus n plus 2 equals 21. We have an equation. You can remove the parentheses if there's a plus sign in front of the parentheses. So it's the same as 87x squared y. 3n plus 3, 3x, now 3n plus 3 equals 21. 1, 2, 3 n's, 1 plus 2 makes 3. So 3n equals 18. She subtracted 3 from each side of the equation. If 2 things are equal and you subtract the same amount from them, won't the results have to be equal? You do the same thing to both sides. So n equals 6. This we've seen before. She divided both sides by 3. So n is the first number, and if n is 6, the first number is 6. n plus 1 is the second number, so the second number is 7. n plus 2 is the third number, so n plus 2 equals 8. 6 plus 2 equals 8. Belinda dialed 678. and said she needed to talk to the chancellor directly. The chancellor, after hearing what happened, spouted, "Our little Fred, they won't get away with this," and he called out the campus cops to apprehend those kidnappers. So with Betty running down the hall to find her fiancé, the chancellor calling out the university police, Fred was being hauled away somewhere. A trig class waiting to celebrate Fred's 6th birthday, and Belinda fretting over the new stack of envelopes Fred had just given her. We take a break for Your Turn to Play.